Alright guys, welcome back to another Preparing for Dokkan Battle video. Now, this one, we're not really going to be doing any, like, insane megaton units here. This is mostly kind of a random assortment of units, but two of them I will need for future, I don't know, projects, endeavors, missions, stuff that we got to get done. So, we're going to go ahead and start off with Intelligence Golden Frieza here, who is, I would say, one of the worst SSRs you could probably pull. I mean, he might have, I don't know. Defense maybe is going to be a little more relevant moving forward. It's always hard to say, but right now, I would say this guy's not really that good. I mean, I guess at the very least, there are worse SSRs you could pull from Double Rate's banners, like, you know, Mira or Toa, or one of those really old, like, the Super Saiyan STR Goku. That one is really bad. Some of those super old units who don't awaken or anything and are only on the Double Rate's banners. Those guys are pretty bad. But this Golden Frieza is... yeah, my box is a mess right now because I just summoned for Vegito not too long ago. But alright, here we go. So, this is Golden Malice Golden Frieza. His leader skill is Intelligence, Tech, and STR types HP and attack 30%. His super attack is the Earthbreaker, which does supreme damage to enemy. Now, honestly, I would say one of the biggest problems I have with these Golden fucking Frieza cards is they all do the Earthbreaker except for the AGL Golden Frieza. Every single... there's 500 Golden Frieza cards in this game. I'm not counting about Angel Golden Frieza, though he has some different super attacks. But all of these, like, alive Golden Frieza cards, they all have the Earthbreaker. So incredibly annoying. His super attack is... excuse me. His passive is Golden Evolution, which is attack and defense 60% at the start of turn. So, I mean, it is useful that he gets both of those at the start of turn. The defense is probably the better part of it, because attack 60% is not that much. I don't know. Maybe I'll toy around and I'll try and have, like, a rotation on Extreme Int. Like, I don't know. I could do something like Kid Buu and Buhan as a rotation, and then Angel Golden Frieza and this Intelligence Golden Frieza as a rotation. The problem, like, I feel like that actually might kind of work, but the problem with that is, like, I would have to get this Intelligence Frieza to, like, SA10 or something, and it's like, you don't want to put supplies into this Frieza, so unless I get on a really bad, unlucky streak and pull this guy, like, 10 times, so I don't know. His links are Prodigies, Universe's Most Malevolent, Revival, Super God Combat, Resurrection F, Strongest Clan in Space, and Fierce Battle. Again, not a fan of those links. Like, something like Super God Combat is just so worthless. Worthless trash. It's a link between Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and Golden Frieza. Well, guess what? Golden Frieza will almost never be able to get this link active. It is completely dead. For Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, yeah, it's great. But for Frieza, no. Terrible. So, that does suck. Last thing is Frieza does, of course, have the Revived category link. The Revived Warriors category down here. Again, maybe on this, I could try and play around with the two Golden Friezas together. I don't know, but the tech one is definitely better. So, all in all, Int Golden Frieza, not a spectacular unit by any means. The next unit we'll go ahead and look at is actually someone who is pretty good, I would say, and definitely has more relevance now that LR Bojack is out. Of course, I'm talking about the AGL Full Power Bojack. This guy awakens with Bojack medals from the event. Very easy to obtain. I've found that it's actually much easier to get these medals from the Hero and Villain Extermination event than it is from the actual Bojack story event itself. But alright, so here is the AGL Full Power Bojack. Now, again, if I had this guy at SA10, I would run him on my Revived Warrior team all the time. Like, the only reason I choose to run the STR full power Bojack over this guy is because my STR full power Bojack's SA10 and this AGL Bojack is SA2. So this is Tyrannical Maelstrom full power Bojack. His leader skill is AGL and Intelligence key +2, attack and defense 50%, complete fodder. Super attack is the Galactic Buster, which does supreme damage and greatly lowers defense, so nothing crazy there. His passive skill, Extraordinary Tyrant, which is attack 90% at the start of turn. Now, I would say probably the big difference between the two Bojacks is, of course, that the STR Bojack is extreme damage, whereas AGL Bojack is supreme. That's like the difference between them. His links are the Hera Clan, Galactic Warriors, Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest, Coward, The Wall Standing Tall, and Shattering the Limit. Not a big fan of his links on Extreme AGL. Obviously, he does have Big Bad Bosses, which is nice, but guess what? Super 17 doesn't have Big Bad Bosses. The AGL one doesn't. So that hurts. That makes this Bojack way less relevant, in my opinion. He does, of course, though, have the Revived Warrior category, which is definitely Bojack's opportunity to shine, because you can put him on the category alongside LR Bojack for that phenomenal linking partnership. I mean, I'll test out the AGL Bojack at some point, but again, he's not going to be very good for me since I literally have the SDR one at SA10, and then I have this fodder Bojack. Well, I don't really want to call him fodder, but I have his super attack at the fodder, SA2 level. Now, this next guy we're going to Dokkan Awaken, this is really the big unit in this video that I do want to Dokkan Awaken and I really want to talk about, is this physical Piccolo right here. Now, he's only SA2, which annoys me, but I'm going to awaken him now so I have him prepared for Super Battle Road this weekend, because I'm actually going to put this guy on my physical team alongside Vegito Blue, the physical Super Vegito, and a bunch of other units. This video is going to come out like after I've already done all that, and I'm going to be like on stream doing the event. People are going to be like, why do you have that trash Piccolo on there? And this video will have come after. Maybe I'll push this video up so that people can like hear about this Piccolo. Some people are probably aware of how good this Piccolo is. Now, again, I'm very upset that he's only SA level 2. You can easily grind every Piccolo's SA in the game, but unfortunately, that will only be on Mondays for me for the Japanese version of the game. I'm filming this on a Thursday, so I'm not going to be able to farm his super attack before the Super Battle Road is out. So what I'll do, I guess, is I'll just go ahead and reverse him next Tuesday and get him up to SA10. Now, let me talk about why this guy is so good. This is a true Master's Dignity Piccolo. His leader skill is attack and defense increased by 30% when HP is 80% or below. So that's bad. Really, really bad. Oh my goodness. His super attack is the Hell Zone Grenade, which does extreme damage to enemy and greatly lowers defense. So, I'm annoyed that he's only super attack 2, but the difference is going to be like 50,000 damage, if even that. Like, this Piccolo is not going to hit that hard. Here's why he's so good, though. His passive skill. Namekian Pride. Defense 70% to all allies. So, this guy is like a better tank than LR Piccolo. When you combine this guy's defense 70% with Super Vegito, who already reduces damage by 50%, and Vegito Blue, who's reducing damage by it's either 40% or 30%. I always get Vegito Blue's damage reduction mixed up. It's either 40% or 30%. I think it's 30%. But if I combine this Piccolo with those two damage reduction skills and their counters on Super Battle Road, I think I can take it down. That defense 70%, like, I can't begin to explain how big of a difference that is going to make in that mode. If this Piccolo, instead of lowering defense, if he had a rare chance to stun, this Piccolo would be godlike. But regardless, I probably will be running him quite a bit on a variety of teams in a variety of situations moving forward. Because, again, 70% is just so substantial, especially in Super Battle Road where you get dissected by the enemies you're fighting. So this will be really, really helpful. His links are the First Awakened, Prodigies, Experienced Fighters, Namekians, Gaze of Respect, Soul vs. Soul, and Shattering the Limit. So all of his links are going to be trash on this physical team except for Shattering the Limit, which he will share, which catches my eye, he'll share that with LR Trunks. So that'll be 2 key. We can get LR Trunks if I can kind of maneuver the positions around in the fight, which will be really, really nice. That basically goes over this Piccolo. Again, 70% to all allies is incredibly broken. This guy is going to be a joy to mess Super Battle Road up with. I cannot wait. That'll be... When is Super Battle Road up again? Tomorrow, I believe? Yeah, tomorrow. Alright, so, one more unit. This guy is not a base SSR. This is actually the farmable cell that you can get from the cell event. But this guy's really good, actually, I found, in terms of going for LR Frieza, or I suppose even, LR Goku. If you're going to do the 4th stage, the physical stage, you want to run an AGL team, this cell is a very good option. So, let's go ahead and take a look at what our buddy Cell here does. If you guys ever watched when I was going through the LR Frieza grind on Global, I actually was using this guy quite a bit. So, this is Evolved Form, Cell Perfect Form. Now, one thing I do want to point out, guys, this is actually Cell when he first goes perfect. So, there's, obviously first stage Cell when he's, super ugly. He's got, like, the beak, basically. There's second form Cell after he absorbs 17. And then he goes perfect after he absorbs 18. And then after he loses to Gohan and he comes back after exploding, he gains the electricity around his body from his Zenkai boost. He learns the instantaneous movement, the instant transmission. That Cell is referred to as Cell Perfect. This one is called Cell Perfect Form. You can use both of these on the same team. This Cell and then, like, the SDR Cell can go alongside each other in the same team. Now, you'd never do that because they don't share a category team or anything like that. This Cell does not have the Revived Warriors category, which makes sense because when they call it the Revived Warrior category, that's when, Cell came back after Goku blew up seemingly from the death. So it does make sense. Now, this guy's leader skill is AGL type HP, attack and defense 25%. Nothing that really matters. His super attack is the Super Kamehameha, which does extreme damage to enemy. His passive skill, Menacing Despair. All enemies attack minus 12%. This is pretty good. I would say this is really, like, the main factor with him. I found that when grinding, like, LR Frieza or something like that, letting LR Goku or something do all the damage and then having, like, this Cell basically as, like, a support unit lowering LR Frieza's attack was very effective for me. So I really liked using this Cell in that role. Now, his links are Gentleman, Messenger from the Future, Big Bad Bosses, Kamehameha, Attack of the Clones, Ultimate Life Form, and Formidable Enemy. Now, he has a couple good links for that. Gentleman in particular. So he'll link up with Whis and Paikuhan on that AGL free-to-play team, which makes him a good spot there. Big Bad Bosses is not really something that's going to help him, but you're really only going to run this Cell in, like, a free-to-play environment. I mean, maybe I'll play around and bring him on a Super 17 team. Combine his passive with Super 17's natural tanking. Could be fun, I suppose. But, alright, guys. So, that will do it for this preparing for Dokkan Battlefield here. We went through a couple of okay units. The Cell and the Piccolo and the Bojack. The Frieza, I don't know. Frieza's okay. But whatever. Regardless, guys, I will see you next time, and later.